I would like to update on the process for requesting a medical exemption from the COVID-19 vaccine. We have the list of criteria on our website, and those have not changed.
Manitobans are only allowed to claim medical exemption from the COVID-19 vaccine if they experienced a severe reaction or allergy from the first dose or are going through medical treatment that compromises their immune system. But now the medically exempt will also receive a card and a QR code. People applying for exemption will be required to meet with their physician, who can then refer them to a specialist who will decide whether they meet the criteria.
If the specialist agrees, they will submit the exemption to Manitoba Health and Seniors Care. And only licensed specialists can submit that to us. Once that is received by the province, we enter the information into our provincial immunization database. And that includes information about whether the exemption is permanent or temporary. And this means that exempt people will then be able to request a digital or physical Manitoba immunization card about 7 to 14 business days after the request is submitted to Manitoba Health and Seniors Care.
When they receive their cards, they will look the same as other immunization cards.
When it's scanned, the QR code will be identical to those currently used by fully immunized people. This will help protect the private health information while also keeping a simple, consistent process for venues and events that must validate immunization status.
Those who received the exemption will be allowed to attend events like the fully vaccinated, though Reimer doesn't believe there will be a large amount of exemptions and says this one card is easy for everyone to be on the same page, and it also makes it easier for staff who need to check.
We had lots of conversations about how many people have to scan those cards in so many different sectors, and we wanted to make it as simple as possible for all of them because we can't have engagement with every single host at a restaurant and every single person who's at the door at a museum. So the message is clear that this is the only proof of vaccination, regardless of whether or not somebody's medically exempt. So coming in with a doctor's note to a restaurant would not be sufficient. They need that card with a scannable QR code.
These cards are needed for entry to all sports and entertainment venues, restaurants, bars, and lounges across Manitoba. In Winnipeg, Brianne Foley, City News.